It started out as a kind of a strange day today. I did my radio show. I started out live, and then I went ahead and had to shift to record. But I also forgot to turn my microphone on. Was 20 minutes through the show, had to turn around and stop, go back, turn the mic on, and start all over again. It's one of those days. Now, I'm going to probably post this on Julina Avery's webpage simply because I need to tell her next time we see you, I got some books I wrote. I've written 43 of them, had 11 published, and yeah, that's me on the cover. I don't know if you can see it or not. This one, your kids can read or have read to them. This one, definitely not. And this one, most definitely not. I've autographed the books to you and your husband. I forgot to mention when you were here, I'm also a writer, along with a music producer, retired forensic investigator, and retired behavior analyst. Mostly what I am these days is pretty much tired and a grandpa. I love being a pawpaw. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, besides my wife marrying me and being the best wife a guy could possibly ask for. Got to get another sip. My son Benjamin ducked in briefly, and I had him make coffee for me in the machine over there. And you know, I usually call it Java Joy Juice, but this stuff I call rocket fuel. And if I don't drink all of it, I can use the rest of it as paint stripper, most likely. I've got an extremely busy 4 days coming up. They're the days, well, 3 days, 3 more days. I work Monday through Thursday, and I'm going to get done with all the stuff I got to do out here. I need to get over there and drag out a small amplifier, and I've got a really expensive electric guitar that's my second favorite guitar. That one I'm not going to say what it's worth because I don't want people coming down here and attempting to break into my office to steal it. My favorite guitar, though, let me get some shades on before I do this. Is that one right there. When it was brand new, it probably didn't cost $100. Sorry about that. So why is it my favorite guitar? Well, my younger brother Chris, who I might add is a much better guitarist than I am, but he gave it to me. I was at a low point in my life. We were living in Daugherty, Oklahoma, in a 120-year-old piece of crap house that no insulation. We lived there for 22 years altogether, and my dear wife would have to get up in the middle of the night and feed the wood burning stove. It would get, when it's 20 below zero and you're in a 100-year-old house with no insulation, and you've got basically a mister heater, a fireplace that doesn't throw any heat out at all, and a wood burning stove that is a joke, and electric heaters, and your wife's having to get up to keep the fire going, that's kind of rough. And to Jelena, or Lena as she is called, I imagine you know what some of that's like, having lived in Minnesota. Yeah. I'm hoping one of these days soon, either you can come see us again or we can come see you. This week would be a good one for us to go anywhere. I've got a lot to do. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I'm fairly busy. On Fridays, it's horrible. I hate Fridays. That's the day I have to run and pay bills and take care of everything. I like Saturdays and Sundays pretty well. I like the other days of the week pretty well too, except for Fridays. I think Fridays are a scourge on mankind. So many people just love Fridays though, and that rationale has always escaped me. Anyway, I'm going to have to go ahead and close this vlog down. This is my, what is today? Tuesday, Monday. This is, well, let's see, no. Yeah, it's Monday, August 30th. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I forgot, my boys have to, my oldest two sons work Saturday and Sunday. So this is their third day at work. Time just flies when you get old and feeble. And my brain, I've taken it out of my skull and played with it one time too many, probably. But anyway, let me get a sip of this rocket fuel. To all the other folks watching this video, I hope God is smiling on you and pouring out more blessings than your catch pail can hold. I really, really mean that. What is a catch pail? Well, in the old cowboy days, they would take a pail, several pails, and they would hold it out. They'd lay it out underneath the eaves of a roof, and when it rained, they'd catch water. They'd also take wooden barrels and put out there. But a catch pail would be what you'd catch the rain in. Well, I hope God blesses you with more blessings than your pail can hold, and I absolutely mean that. God bless all of you, and I absolutely mean that. Mom, John, my mom and my brother John up in Noble, America, I hope you're doing well. To my brother Michael Paul in Oklahoma City, I hope you're doing well. You're in my prayers. I hope you don't have COVID. And just, I said the word. They don't like you using that word on here. But I hope you're, you don't have the virus. And if you do get it, I hope it's a mild case. But I'm praying for you, little brother. I really am. To my buddy Chris out in Florida, hope you're doing well. I really do. I hope that horrible hurricane is not affecting you. I have friends in Louisiana and Mississippi. Got a couple of real good friends in Nolens in New Orleans, and I haven't heard a word from them, and that's got me a touch worried. I have buddies in Mississippi, and I'm a little worried about that too. And buddies, it amazes me how many friends I actually have in Florida. I'm not going to take time to count them, but there's a bunch. And Chris, I'm hoping you live far enough inland that the hurricane really isn't a problem for you. But my buddy Monty over in Lone Grove, America, I'm glad your daughter did not have a real life-threatening situation with that car issue. Without revealing too much to other folks on here, I will say this. Let me get a sip. I have a good friend named John that had tigers. No, not the Tiger King. He was way before the Tiger King. Where my buddy Jerry owns what is known as Lodge 6 right now, up behind there, John had some mountain lions and some tigers, and he had a compound he was building. The holes are still there where the steel posts were. There's an area up behind that lodge that's got 3 ponds. One is pretty much silted over, and then 2 below it, but there are springs up there that when it's the rainy season they flow, and they flow down into these other ponds. Well, this car up on I-35, oh, this is back, I don't know how long ago, it was over 20 years ago, maybe over 30 years ago, I don't remember exactly, caught the grass on fire, the catalytic converter on it. It was real dry. It caught the grass on fire, and the fire spread rapidly, and it burnt down through there, and he had just enough time to run. He let some cats loose, and he lost his best friend. I'm trying to find this information, and it's not saying anything. I can't remember John's last name. That's what I was trying to, you'd think I'd remember, but hell, I can't even remember my name most of the time. But anyway, he ran and jumped into a small pond and got underwater, and the fire just jumped and went right over him. He almost died. Tosh and some other big cats, including a young lion, they did die. It's my son Nick. I used to, back when this bunch of lawyers owned Arbuckle Wilderness, my company did the billboards for them, and I was friends with John. I can't remember his name. I hate this. And after the camera's off, of course, I'll remember it. But we were up there behind there. We're doing billboards, and Nick just reached through the fence to pet Tosh, and Tosh sucked his arm into his mouth up to his elbow. Terrified, man. And John got him, got his arm out of Tosh's mouth. But those days a long time ago were kind of wild in some ways. But anyway, I got off subject, but I want all of you to know I love you, I do, and I want God to bless you. I love all of you with my whole heart, and like the sign says, be kind. Because if we can spread that stuff around, maybe things will turn out better. Bye.